Hello, I'm Bill Spurlock, Director of Rutherford County Schools. I'd like to take a few moments to speak with you on career and technical education. The goal of every educator is to prepare students for college and careers. Now, we understand that college lasts a finite amount of time, whereas a career lasts a lifetime. Currently in the United States, college student loan debt is at $1.7 trillion. Now, this is not only unsustainable, it's unnecessary. Our mission statement in Rutherford County Schools is to empower today's students to grasp tomorrow's opportunities. These opportunities not only exist in our core classes, but they also exist in our career and technical education classes. We have 39 programs of study, and within each one of those programs of study, we have a multitude of career clusters. We have in our classes the ability for students to not only get high school credit, but also college credit. And some can even take an industry certification test and be prepared for some of the most challenging and the most rewarding careers. We are strong proponents of career technical education.
My name is Dalton Maynard. I am in the 11th grade junior year, and I go to Rockville High School. I chose this pathway because I was interested in learning how things were made and how to complete those processes. A few things that I get to do in class are things such as cutting metal with the CNC machines. I get to weld, and I get to face objects. I get to learn different ways of finding the numbers that I need. I get to learn how I'm going to calculate my feed rates and the speed that I need my machine running. A few important skills I've learned is leadership and learning, I guess, the skills of trades as far as like welding and metal cutting. I guess so far my favorite experience is seeing how far we've come compared to last year. You know, when we didn't have all the things that we needed to get stuff done, and now, you know, we're able to do all the things that we set out to do. The most important thing other students should know about this program is to basically just be safe and have fun.
My name is Edward Parker, and I'm the instructor here at Rockville High School for the Advanced Manufacturing and Advanced Machining class. And my industry, where I came from government prime contractors, then went into production at Campbell Hausfeld, making consumer products like air compressors and paint sprayers and generators. And from there I went to Mueller Industries, where I finished out, and I was a manufacturing project engineer, machining brass. We were mostly a job shop, but we had a lot of sophisticated equipment, CNC equipment like no other that you see except for maybe in aerospace and places like that. Well, I love my industry. I fell in love with it at a very early age. I was probably 10 years old, and I had some friends that had a mini bike I bought from them, and it needed a new sprocket on the back of it for the chain drive. And my friend's dad worked at a machine shop, and he carried us to work one night and machined a sprocket and put it on the back of that mini bike. And it fascinated me that you could just cut steel and make something out of it, and that's when I fell in love with it. So I actually went to trade school, like what we have here, when I learned how to do my machining. And from there I went to work, and that's where I went into the government prime contractor for a place we made actually ordnance for the government and the Marines. And if you go into this industry, machining and engineering, you can go so many places with it. Aerospace, automotive, tool and die, there's so many different fields that you can go into, and the industry needs people right now. And that's one of the main reasons I'm teaching now, is to try and help turn out quality students for the industry. In my classroom, the first thing that they're going to learn when they first come into class, whether I know them or I don't know them, I need to know how much they know about measuring, tape measures, precision tools like micrometers and calipers, because if they don't know how to use those, they're not ready to go into the shop yet. So that's the first thing I teach. And from there, we'll go into some blueprint reading so that they can read the drawings and do the projects that are going to be assigned to them. And then there's a progression on the machines out there that I walk them through. Each student starts on a saw. They learn how to run that saw and be comfortable with it. And from there, they move to a milling machine. In our shop, it's actually right next to the saw. And the milling machine, I teach them math. They have to learn how to use the formulas to calculate their speeds and feeds for the different cutters that they're going to use. And then they'll move over to the lathe, and they have to use those same formulas that they learned on the mill for the lathe. And they also have to use the saw to cut the materials to length. We also have some more machines out there, but our students have not really progressed yet to the point that we're actually running CNCs, but that's coming up. Hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to be running those full speed. But we do have a plasma cutter up. It's also CNC, and students are already running that. Well, to choose to study in this field is, like I said, there's so many opportunities. Skilled craftsmen are hard to find nowadays. There was a time when all the skilled trades were being outsourced to overseas, but it's coming back, and there's the older generations are retiring, and there's plenty of their high-paying, good jobs that these young people can pick up because they've got these skills.